At times of change, people have a natural desire to understand the forces that are affecting their lives. And when those forces are particularly strong and particularly powerful, they expect their government and the people who would be their president to be able to both explain what's happening in their lives and provide real plans to help them adjust to those forces of change. In 1992, Bill Clinton came to the country with a narrative about the forces that were changing people's lives then, about the new power of international trade and competition, and about how Americans would have to adjust by changing jobs more often over the course of their lifetime, but that the government would be there. President Clinton would be there to provide access to training in order to help people adjust, to reduce the deficit so businesses could invest in new technologies to make workers more productive. The narrative was correct and the solutions worked. In the 1990s, growth expanded, and with it, tens of millions of new jobs were created. Productivity rose because of the investment and because of the access to training, and people's wages and incomes rose with it. Now we're in a new period of change, and it's more complicated than the period in the early 1990s. Now we have to deal not only with the powerful forces of globalization, but also with the equally powerful forces of information technologies that are suffusing almost all American workplaces. And Americans are looking to the people who would be president to explain what's happening to their lives and to provide real plans. John McCain has a narrative. His narrative is that what's wrong with the American economy is that the taxes on corporations and the taxes on high-income people are too high. He's simply wrong. Now, everyone prefers lower taxes, and that includes entire economies. But the fact is that the taxes on American companies today and the taxes on high-income Americans are lower than they have been in the past, when the U.S. economy performed better for most Americans, and lower than in virtually all the countries with which we compete. The American people expect Senator Obama and Senator Clinton to offer a more compelling narrative and a more accurate narrative and better plans to help them adjust. They expect them to be able to explain to Americans how we live in a global economy today where we all have to be improving our skills on a continuous basis, and particularly our ability to operate in a workforce dense with information technologies. They should expect that Senator Obama or Senator Clinton can provide real plans for how they will slow the rate of increase in healthcare costs and energy costs, so that as workers become more productive, the benefits of that productivity aren't all claimed in higher healthcare costs and energy costs as they are today. This is a more realistic narrative of the forces of change affecting Americans, and it's incumbent upon the next President of the United States to understand them and to have plans to address them much more seriously than the current president or the person he has endorsed to succeed him.